Hi guys, I'm out here with Slider, and this is a horse that we've done some videos on, and we're trying to get this horse started. And this horse has had a very interesting journey due to no fault of his. Just life happens. That happens to all of us, right, in every way and part of life, at times where they're just, things happen, right? I had gotten a pretty decent substantial concussion, and that paused things, and then we've just run into a busy season. So I want to just cover the how and why I use groundwork. Okay, now this is a perfect example. Right now there's road construction going on over here, even on my really quiet road, so he's just noticing that, right? There's cows in the pasture that they've never been. Basically, this horse has lots of reasons to not be focused and not paying attention. And that's exactly the how and the why I use groundwork, okay? My intention is to not do groundwork every single day. I mean, to me, I'm like, let's go do something. Let's go do a job that's not groundwork. But if I know that I have the ability to really get that horse's focus and to get him off of the dump trucks and the things that are going by, hey, that can really come in handy. So I want you guys to notice his tension, his tightness, right? The horse is even breathing quickly and tight. And from this point until what he'll come back to, right? And then what he'll, when he's focused on us, okay? So I teach all these horses, move these shoulders over, and lateral work, right? You can tell he's a little bit tense here. Obviously, he's not focused on us. He hasn't had a saddle on his back in a while. So what I'm gonna, he doesn't want to be here, right? He doesn't want to be thinking tight like this, but he's not. There you go. Yeah. He's just got to get that out of his mind. He's got to get that out of his brain. Okay, so we're really trying to draw those thoughts back down to earth. Okay, and I had a little bit of a suspicion that that's where he was at. Okay, so mind you, still looking around at the construction. So I'm asking him to go out. There you go. There you go. So there, he thought about that for a second. Licking and chewing, right? One of the signs of a relaxed horse. There's the licking and chewing. Notice this is happening as the head's starting to come down. Okay? It's not done yet, but we're gaining, right? We're gaining. So I just want to love on him. I want to be the source of his peace, right? I want him to know that, hey, buddy, all of the stuff that's going on, the distractions of life, sorry, all that stuff, yeah, it's out there, that's real. That'll be there for forever, right? But here's how we can find peace, okay? So we're going to ask him again. Working through it, working through it. Find that solution there. Okay, better, right? Still not great, but better. So we'll ask again. Now I'm going to let him dictate what speed he wants to go at this point. Till there. That time I asked him to keep going. I need him to work this out. I'm not going to ask him to stop doing that, right? I'm going to say, hey, bud, you can do that if you want. You can do that if you want, but hey, that's a lot of effort. It's a lot of energy. Are you sure you want to do that? When he starts working these thoughts down, and sometimes that'll just happen from exercise. Right there, he's starting to soften. Can't control really can't control that horse's thoughts. That's not my job anyway. Work through it. Work through it. Whoa. So all that excitement, I'm asking him to find peace here with me. What do you think there, buddy? You're all right. come here. Follow that feel of that rope. Right, think. You're okay. So let's really notice his body language here, okay? We're watching the eyes. Notice the head starting to come down. He is blinking. All right, just breathe in here, working through this. This horse does not want to be like this, right? It's not him being naughty. It's not him fighting against, you know, the battle of the wills. That's not the case. He just hasn't learned how to handle his emotions, right? For context, this horse came out from the plains last fall. He grew up slightly touched, right? Not a lot. And he's just got a lot to work through. A lot in his mind, lots going on. Okay, I'm gonna ask him to go the other direction now. Working through. I'm gonna really start here in just a second. I'm gonna start changing directions. Okay, so instead of just going around in circles, we'll change directions. There's one, change. Notice I didn't ask him to jump out there. That was him on his own. Change directions. This is how I prefer to lunge. That startled him a little. His attention went out on my son, out on another horse. So it startled him when he changed directions. So what that's really telling us is, it's not that we need to kick all the other horses out of the arena. It's that I need him to think. Okay, you notice when we change here, if there's tension there, that's better. Direction change. Direction change. Lateral work here. Lateral. There. Lateral takes a normal paycheck, and when we put the lateral in it, it puts overtime, okay? So the normal paycheck is forwards and backwards. There's benefit to it. But lateral work takes that paycheck and really builds it, okay? We've done some of that lateral in previous exercises with him. Whoa, so we're drawing back the why and our groundwork. That's why I'm doing that. This is the how I'm doing it, to really get something accomplished here. What do you think there, buddy? What do you think there, buddy? Right? With a horse that's all anxious like he was and just needed to review some things, if I just got on this horse and said, hey, let's go for a ride, it's not going to go so well, right? And then typically people go, well, that's just because that horse is just being naughty and whatever else, and that's just not the case. Good. Lateral. So you notice my body language changes here. Asking him to move over. Lateral. This is a very feely horse, and what I mean by that is, I call them is they just notice and sense things that other horses don't. Right? This is, whoa. It's one of the things that I love about this horse. He'll probably be very good on cows and things. He'll probably be the one that just notices nuances that maybe a dull horse isn't going to. The problem is, on the back side of that, or maybe on the front side, he's just anxious and nervous. So I've got to really do those things that helps bring that anxiety down. So remembering that anxiety is fear of the unknown, right? So as we, through repetition, keep doing things, that starts to take the things that he's not sure about and brings them back. Okay, whoa, whoa. Notice, just a little nervous here in the hindquarters. Again, this horse has really not been worked with, and, well, it's been about a month, okay? You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. He's just, when I went to touch him in the shoulders, the hips, he's just wiggly, like he almost tenses. So we've just got to work through that. Whoa, there's one right there, right? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, he's nervous about that. If I went and touched him on the butt, if he was sitting on his back right there, you know, he'd go to scooting. So we need to work through this with him. I love this exercise. Better, not great. May need to take, hi buddy. Hey buddy, you're all right. He's just tight, tense, you can feel it in his face. He's okay. Gotta feed him that peace. Here. It'll take as long as it takes, as I always say. There's no rush to this. If we take the time that it takes, in the end, it takes less time, right? Whoa. Asking him to think, work through. Cognitive thought keeps us all safe. Reaction gets people and horses hurt. There you go. I'm gonna offer it up, huh? You're all right. You're all right. Here we go. Let's go the other side. This is the very tedious parts of working with colts that it just takes so much time. And we as Americans tend to always be in such a rush, right? That we don't want to take that time. We just want the results right away. Ask and follow that feel. Right, this horse was really getting pretty good at this right here, to where as soon as he'd feel a little tension, he'd give to it before. All that means is he hasn't been worked in a month, right? We just got to come back to it. Got to come back. All right, I'm going to throw this rope around him. Again, these are all things in it. We've done all of this before with him, right? But he was telling us he needed it again. That's how I'll use groundwork. If they're telling me they need it, well, then they need it, right? Let's go and do it. But if they're not giving me those signs, he's noticing the cows again. If they're not giving me those signs, you want to go work cows, don't you? Me too. We're going to get there soon, buddy. What it takes, it'll happen when it happens. They're better. All right, let's do this side. Let me do this side again. Well, let himself get a little bit out of kilter here. So it surprised him a little. And think about this, right? We're going to be roping on this horse at some point is the plan. Well, if he felt a rope move like that and he wasn't prepared for that and he wasn't working through that, well, we're going to have a real problem, right? So, you cheater, you're a little early there, bud. But he's trying, right? He's trying. He's trying. So once I'm noticing, whoa. Once I'm noticing his body language and his demeanor just soften, and you can even feel that just with touching those muscles, shoulders, ribs, that hip. You can feel it soften. Then he's going to be telling us, hey, well, you're all right. You're all right. That he's ready to move on. If he's not ready to move on, it would be foolish to do that. Take the time that it takes. What do you think there, buddy? What do you think there, buddy? There's a lot going on, huh? You notice his breathing. It's just intense. See those nostrils a little bit flared, right? He's just sucking in air. The head's a little bit up, right? So the 5 signs of a relaxed horse. Lowered head. Big sigh, right? Like, they'll blink, licking and chewing. And even if they're not moving, they might cock a hind leg up on that toe, okay? Those are all signs of a relaxed horse. And think the anxious horse, the nervous horse, is going to be doing the opposite, right? What do you think, huh? You're all right. You're all right. You're all right. All right, let's come out away from the fence a little bit. Good boy. Good boy. This is a process, and this is where consistency is key, right? we've got to really try to be consistent with working our horses. But life happens. That's what's really got in the way of this horse in his journey so far, is the consistency, right? He's a little bit later horse. At this point, he's a 5-year-old, and I missed with the rope there a little bit. Hey, that happens. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good. We're just looking for him to work that problem out instead of react and freak out. We're going to have to come back to that some more. Okay, but lateral movement. Let's come back to, I'm going to ask these shoulders to move a little bit. There we go, it's better. Okay, send him out in a circle. Hopefully he's thinking through this versus blowing up. Do another circle here, we'll change. Do you read the script? Come on, keep going. I love your thoughts. Okay, we'll change. Getting better, right? Okay. Whoa. Whoa, good boy. Good boy. All right. We're going to review our buttons with him. Okay. As I'm always saying, I'm breaking down the lateral motion. I'm setting him up for riding. He's not quite ready yet, but as we're reviewing this, we're checking to see if he is ready. Okay, so button number 1, that's back by this belly cinch. That's to move the hip, right? So button 1, hip. 2, that's right in between these 2 cinches. So think foot's in the stirrup, pushing right there. That's the rib cage, okay? Side pass, flex and bends, etc. Up by that front cinch, right up here, that's button 3. That's to move the shoulders, okay? So I'm gonna pretend like my leg would be asking him. Oh, very nice. Love it. Nice light touch. This horse did this pretty good before. Very nice. Love it. Now, if he was to get wonky and get tight and really get problematic, that's exactly what I would be going to, okay? Which is why I need him to really think about being responsive to this. If he was sticky to this when I started trying to get on him and do something, then of course he would be sticky if I was riding him. In fact, it would be even worse, okay? We'll ask a little bit here with button 2, ribs. Both ends, not bad, not bad. That one I don't really do much on the ground with, okay? But well, let's do button 1 on the right side. Good, okay? And again, this is a feely horse. A lot of horses aren't gonna move this quickly or willingly or even athletically when you put that button on that they just move. So that ability, which is going to make him a great riding horse, is also the same thing that makes him more apt to be able to buck us off. Okay, so we just got to get that challenged and going in the right way. Got a good boy. All right, just noticing head's coming down. There it is. See it? Head's lowering. His eye is softening. Remember, guys, a horse is never going to lie. What they're telling us, that's where their brain is, okay? If we misread the signs, that doesn't mean the horse lied. It just means we misdiagnosed the signs. Attaboy, okay? He's just about there. The how and the why that I love to use groundwork, okay? If this horse came out and he wasn't showing all those signs of tension and nervousness and just worry, well, then maybe we wouldn't need to do the groundwork, okay? But if they're telling us that they do it. If you're not sure what those signs are, well, then just do your groundwork. But as you get more confident reading those signs, you'll get more confident in your abilities and what you need to do and maybe what the horse doesn't, okay? Thanks for coming along with Slider today. Hope this helps. Hope you learned something from it. I know I did. See you down the trail.